everyone, we are from Group A, and today we are going to do a simulation of giving explanation. I'm Eky Dwi Rahmawati, and my partner, Awalia Bella, will be the teacher, and the rest of members will be the students. So let's start our simulation. Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss a new topics. Before discussing our new topics, let me share my screen first. Bukia, can you help me to share my screen? Okay, thank you, Bukia. Students, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I have a text here. You can read it first. Have you finished read this text?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Ma'am.
So, from what you have read, can you tell me what kind of text it is?
Ma'am.
Yes, Alif?
I think it's argumentative.
Well, it is close to argumentative, but it's not argumentative. Anyone else? Nobody can answer it? Okay, let me tell you guys. So, Ukia, can you show the next slide, please? So, what you have read in the previous text is exposition text. Exposition text is a text that is used to persuade the readers that the issues are important to be discussed. In exposition text, there are two types of the text, which are analytical and analytical. The differences is in analytical, the text is started with the writer's opinion, while in analytical, the text is started with the issues that are going to be discussed. Let's go back to the text that you have read before. Can you guys tell me this text belongs to analytical or analytical?
Me, ma'am. I think
Yes, Adam?
I think it's analytical, ma'am.
Pardon?
Analytical, ma'am.
Good job, Adam. Yes, it is analytical because you can see in the first paragraph, the writer state his opinion clearly in this. Cars should be banned in the city. If it's analytical, the writers should state the general issues first before going straight to his opinion. And then we can go to the generic structure of this text. Rukia, can you help me to show the fourth slides? Thank you, Bukia. Yes, these are the generic structures of exposition text. The text contains of three parts, which are thesis, arguments, and conclusion or reiteration. In thesis, The writers usually introduce what the topics and the positions of the writer. The writer puts his opinion about a certain topics that is going to be discussed. And the second part is arguments. In this arguments part, the writers should include the arguments or examples that support the writer's opinion. The writer should explain his arguments about a certain topics in this part. And then the last part is conclusion or reiteration. In this part, the writer must restate their opinion. Do you guys understand? Do you all understand? Do you have any question?
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
no, ma'am.
Not for no, ma'am.
So is that clear? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It's clear.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's go back to the text we have read before. We have learned about the generic structures. So anyone can show me which is the introduction or thesis.
Me, ma'am.
Yes, Egia, can you show me?
The first paragraph, ma'am.
Good job, Egia. Yeah, the first paragraph is the thesis or introduction. And then which one is the arguments? Anyone?
The first, the second, the third, and the fourth paragraph. Ma'am.
Yeah. And then? Good Berlianza, yeah. The second to fourth paragraph belongs to arguments. You can see in this paragraph, the writers put his arguments or examples that support his opinion, which is cars should be banned in the city. And the last part is the conclusion. In this conclusion, the writer restate his opinion, which is cars should be banned from the city for the reasons listed. Does anyone have question?
No, ma'am. No.
Oh,
No, ma'am.
good. So I think we can go to the next topics that will be discussed with Ekia.
Thank you, Bu Eky. Okay, now we will discuss language features of exposition text. Okay, there are several. Wait, it has an expose. Okay, there are several features that that we should use or we use in exposition text. The first is exposition text is using simple present tense, and the second, it is having arguments. The writers use arguments in their text, and then it using conjunction. There are several conjunctions. The first casual, constructive, internal, and external. And the next, it's using relational process. And then it is using persuasive sentences and words, and the last using modals like verbs and adverbs. Okay, I will explain all of them with the examples. Okay, the first, using simple present tense. Can you guess why use simple present tense in exposition? Just think when we use simple present tense, in what context?
And when when we talk about fact,
Fact, and then
then then then daily activity.
yes, and then
Then nggak tahu men.
thoughts, like belief. I mean, like a method or concept. In here, we can see cars create pollution. So the beliefs of the writer is he believes that cars create pollution. It will be not like that again. I mean, if the writer doesn't believe it, so it will exist until the writer change their mind like that. So we use simple present tense in here. Do you understand? Or are you still confused?
No ma'am.
Okay, the next. Having arguments. Bu Eky, at the first explanation, Bu Eky has asked you what kind of text the car should be penned in the city, and Alif said it is arguments text, but actually arguments it is included in exposition text. So in exposition text we use arguments to persuade the readers. So in here the arguments is the big arguments. I mean, cars should be banned in the city, and he give the writer gives three arguments, that 3 points that support the big arguments. We can see the first is cars contribute the most of the pollution in the world, and the second, the city is very busy, and the last, cars are very noisy. And then the next, using conjunction. There are 4 conjunction. The first casual, constructive, internal, and external. Okay, we will discuss um, all of the conjunction. Okay, do you have a guess what is causal conjunction? From the words we can see that it refers to what?
I want to try, ma'am.
Yes, please.
I think it's word that link two sentence.
Yes, it is linked. I think that is the definition of conjunction. But causal conjunction. What is causal? Causal.
Related to penyebab nggak tahu men. Related to cause and effect.
Yes, Arlene, that's true. 100 for you. Okay, that is cause and effect conjunction. The example like this. Cars emit a deadly gas that causes illness such as bronchitis. So causes in here is included in causal conjunction. So it reflects or it shows the cause and effect phenomena. And in here we can see um, pedestrians wander everywhere and cars commonly hit pedestrians in a city, which causes them to die. So in here, cars um, cars can hit pedestrians and causes them to die. So the cars is the cause or effect.
Cause.
Cause, ma'am.
Cause, ma'am.
And then the effect is
That
There.
yeah, that's true. And then the second is constructive, constructive. Constructive, it means like comparative, compare something. But and then internal conjunction. Internal conjunction
Yes, ma'am.
is conjunction that connect. Yeah, that's connect um, the arguments like firstly, secondly, and thirdly. Internal like elaborating steps in an argument. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the last is external conjunction. External conjunction is enhancing by linking the real world events. Okay, the next is using relational process. Relational process, it use linking verbs. So in linking verb, the verb cannot stand alone. It needs complement in there, but not object. Like wonder everywhere. So the everywhere is a complement of the wonder. And then the last is using perceived sentence and word. Because exposition includes argument, so the writer wants the reader have the same side like the writer. Like usually persuasive sentence or words use a lot of adjective or like emphasizing words that emphasize something. Like in here, a lot of road theft and other accidents and so bad and road speaker biggest killers and very noisy. It like triggers the reader to think like that, like yes, this is cars is very dangerous like that because they read this this text like that.